Hello again. Now it's the time to look into the four criteria of valuation, that how to improve all those four factors one by one. As I kept telling you during the examples of the seven questions, that we will go into the details of it. So we're going to start with coherence and cohesion. So at first we'll try to understand what exactly the band descriptor says. I'm talking about official band descriptor. If some of you are not aware about this, what exactly is official band descriptor, let me tell you, these are the descriptors which is given to the examiner, and based on these descriptors they will give you the band skills, so you can understand how decisive it can be in giving you the band skills. So let's try to understand it first, right? The first one, if you're looking for band 6, use cohesive devices effectively. Cohesion within or between sentences may be faulty or mechanical, right? So that means you have understood that there are two kind of cohesive devices you can use. First, which can be used between two sentences, means there is a full stop, and then, for example, however is a glaring example of that. And sometimes something which can be used within these sentences, for example, and, but, like this. But if you're overusing and it will look mechanical, you can lose the mark, right? If you're looking for 7, however, use a range of cohesive devices appropriately. So range should be there. That means you should not repeat the same. And then it can be used, it has to be used actually appropriately. And there should not be any underuse or overuse. So now you have understood that without it, you can obtain only 5 band, and inaccuracy will give you 6. So be accurate and appropriate. Now try to check it with two paragraphs that I'm going to give you in the next slide, right? And you have to tell me that what are the cohesive devices into that. First, you have to tell me what cohesive devices have been used in that, and then you have to tell me which one is used within the sentences and which one is used between the sentences. So you have 1 minute time. 1 minute is too much, just 30 seconds time. So I'm reading it, you should read, and then you have to try to find out. Okay, looking at the details, just over half of all boys from 10 to 15 chat on the internet during school days, with about 25% spanning less than an hour. However, almost 70% of the girls enjoy this activity, and as many as nearly 10% spend over 4 hours chatting online. All right, your time is gone, right? So let's check the answer. It's time to check the answer. You can see these are known as cohesive devices. Some of them, the blue one is used between two sentences, and green is used within the sentences. You can see this. So looking at the details, so there was a separate sentence just over dash 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 with about 25% spanning less than. So this is within the sentences. However, another sentence almost dash 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 and as many as nearly 10% span. So and is one thing that's missing here. That's green apart. You got it? So it will help you develop your language and give you a better band skill. Let's see the second example, right? So this is the question for you. Again, you have some time to see. In contrast, playing on games on consoles is a type of game like PUBG. Not a type of game, actually this is a device, I'll say. On consoles is far more popular among boys than girls, with about 85% of boys playing daily compared to just over 50% of the girls. Of those who play video games, whereas the majority of boys play between 1 and 3 hours, largest proportion of girls play for less than an hour. Okay, so the time is over now. It's the time to check the answer. So see whether you have been able to identify. I hope you have been able to identify it correctly because we have been doing it through various examples. So again, you can see in contrast is between sentences of those who play video games. This is a different way, but again, it's different sentence. Where is used within these sentences. Okay, that's all from this video of coherence and cohesion. I hope that you have been able to understand what exactly is cohesive devices and how can they be used while writing a report, right? And the next video we will see some the list of cohesive devices and perhaps how can they be used in different situations, and that will be extensive list. Okay, so that's all from this video. See you in the next video. Bye for now.